Y'all niggas doing volunteer work. Do I go by the name of BREE, represent that self-made hustle TV where the hustle has to be in you, not on you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Oh shit, my motherfucker, I know what it is. Oh, my motherfucking Wi-Fi. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
That's alright, alright. Everybody turn their back on me. That's alright. Well, listen, I promise I done my last good deed. All I really want now is some bourbon and some good roll. Wasn't living how it was, I was living the way it should be. I just want respect, but they purposely misunderstood me. Y'all know I f***ed up, but I'm trying not to be the hood me. Gotta let a lot of slide, just trying to be the good me. I'm not following y'all, no telling where y'all would've took me. Around and beware, they trying to fingerprint and book me. She always talking like I'm the worst cat she ever met. They wonder why I don't care if a cat is ever wet. Say she cool on me, finally I'm like whatever bet. I still got pippin' in my bones, forever business. I run up a ticket every time I'm on some singles, but I always fall out when I find a I can mingle with. Can't live with them, I can't live without them. But I ain't tripping, no, just look at what I did without them. You be good to me, and I'll be good to you. Only a few keep it hood with me. So I'm one deep, I don't rock with a crew. Yeah. Go ahead, talk to him. I'm just a blessing, bro, I'm not a lick. I know you needed that TV, baby, I'm not a trick. All y'all mad at me for speaking on shit y'all gotta fix. Maybe that's the reason all y'all still eating dollar chips. Let her be up, trying to respect the politics, cause they ain't gonna let go of that fake shit. They really got a grip. Holy high school, they graduated with scholarships. The type to leave us all on earth while they escaping rocket ships. I slug too hard and I stay too long, that's my fault. I don't even own 25% of what I bought. Ain't nobody help me fight my battles, homie, I fought. And that's why I don't be passing my I smoking, I cough. Put the shit down, dog. Get back to dropping. Me, I'm damn near 50 years old and I still be dropping hits. I ain't gonna pull over till I make it. Won't even stop and piss. I do what I do so ungrateful people can shop and shit. If you done good to me, speaking on shit y'all gotta fix. Maybe that's the reason now y'all still eating dollar chips. Let her be up, trying to respect the politics, cause they ain't gonna let go of that fake shit. They really got a grip. Holy high school, they graduated with scholarships. The type to leave us all on earth while they escaping rocket ships. I slug too hard and I stay too long, that's my fault. I don't even own 25% of what I bought. Ain't nobody help me fight my battles, homie, I fought. And that's why I don't be passing my I smoking, I cough. Put the shit down, dog. Get back to dropping. Me, I'm damn near 50 years old and I still be dropping hits. I ain't gonna pull over till I make it. Won't even stop and piss. I do what I do so ungrateful people can shop and.
Boy say, I ain't gonna pull over until I make it. Not even to stop and piss. Man, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. What are we talking about, dog? Man, dog. That's good music, bro. That's some good ass motherfucking music, man. So it seems like every day as the days progress, what self made say, what self made say about y'all people Trump is just slowly coming to reality, you know. Y'all can like the nigga. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. I don't like no politicians. Period. Hey, I don't got no favorites in that shit. Hey, self made been telling y'all that they gonna take that guy out, man. They're gonna take him out, dog. So I don't know how true this shit is. It's just the news is. It just come from the news. So the last shooter last night is connected to Tamala been sending her funds. They say that's what they say. So even if it is true, you do know she has a hold on the LGBT community that teach people how to prosper and like teach them how to be well. It's trying to take you down. People with no criminal history whatsoever. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something what I think, man. And I ain't on no conspiracy shit, bro. Every time that it is time to resort back to the Epstein file, something happens, dog. Something happens to where we can't get to it. We can't get back into the Epstein file because every time we get to the end of something, which is the war, not the end, we ain't ended yet, but it seems like it is run down. Something else happens to where we can't get back to the Epstein file. We can't get back there, man. We can't get back there. It's a white guy telling me to shut up. Hey, how about you tell your white president to duck? Tell him to duck next time. And tell the Secret Service they was kind of late and sloppy. Hey, go tell your comrades, your people. Hey, I'm telling my people to stay up out of this. Make this a white on white crime. You get what I'm saying? Keep it like that. Keep it like that, Donnie. Donnie. What kind of fucking name is Donnie? Your mama needs to be slapped. Donnie. Hey, your mama needs to be slapped for naming you Donnie. Donnie. What is a Donnie? Huh? What is a Donnie? Huh? Donnie, right? Huh? Man, we'll holler at you. You'll figure it out the hard way. You'll get to figure it out. You'll get to figure it out. Not this one. Thank you. Blessings and positive vibe, Mr. Hey, this is what we in here for. Don't get mad at us. Don't get mad at the black guy because he's telling you what's happening. He's telling you about the prices. He's telling you about everything that's going on. And how come the black guy is right about all this shit? The fucking super felon, the fucking street guy. You know, they can't even get his point across in the manner that the whites do. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. And this ain't me being racist. It's when them racist motherfuckers come up in here trying to talk shit. I'm definitely gonna get them. But we gonna get into what they gotta say. We ain't worried about what no trolls gotta say, cause these bitches is mad right now. I keep telling y'all, they gonna be mad. Once that nigga walks his ass out of there, hey, what y'all gonna do? Storm in the Capitol again? Once they walks his ass up out of there, what y'all gonna do? Storm in the Capitol again to save him? Man, please. Man, please. He ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing but let y'all motherfuckers free again. Storm in there, go fed, and get freed. Get pardoned. Hey, y'all gonna try that shit this time, they gonna have your ass hid, nigga. Try that shit next time. Boy, I'm telling you, they gonna have y'all dumb asses hid.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
Research tonight, he doesn't seem to have a criminal background that would have set off any of those alarms. But by being a guest in the hotel, he'd be able to enter the hotel, show security people his key, I'm staying here, and so on, which gives him some access. by getting there, and we don't know how far ahead of time he registered, it might give him a chance to get those weapons into the building and up to the room. But that many weapons on one person seems to indicate possibly that he would use the shotgun until it was exhausted of ammunition, toss that aside, transition to the handgun. When that was exhausted, toss that aside, and then go to the knives. The idea of carrying a layered set of weapons, large, smaller, and then smaller, seems to indicate he was in it for some kind of protracted fight as long as he could go. Now, we're adding a lot of thinking to rational thinking to what may be an irrational act, but it answers the questions or attempts to answer the questions: why all of these weapons? Why be a guest in the hotel? And when you see him do that charge, this is like a foot.
Man, that shit was slow. If them niggas getting paid $1 million to take care of Trump, that shit was slow as hell. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, man. Listen, when that man got shot at the last time, man, them people was all over that shit. These motherfuckers was asleep or something.
Ball play. He is trying to run as fast as he can by those layers of security, likely to get to those doors of that ballroom. Now, that didn't work for him. Within a split couple of seconds, he was tackled.
Bro, these was crisis actors, bro, to keep us up off the Epstein file, bro. Nobody didn't a shot get popped off or nothing, right? So what, man? And then y'all try to throw that he black. Now that nigga is mixed. I guarantee you his mama is white. No, he's not one of us. Don't put him in a class. Make somebody who does that shit that looks exactly like me. I don't want to see no straight head, a little bit almost black person. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Cause you couldn't pay us to do no shit like that, bitch. We stand out of this white on white crime shit, nigga.
The chief did say exchanged gunfire, but it's still so early. Whether he got shots off or they shot at him and he was tackled, whether or not the Secret Service agent, the uniformed division officer who was hit by something fired by this gunman, or whether he was hit by one of the rounds fired by other agents trying to take the gunman down. We won't know that till the ballistics are in. What we do know is everybody performed very quickly and heroically. Some of the key is going to be into this individual's background, and of course, what he is or isn't saying as he's in custody.
Before we get to one part, I just want to ask, we mentioned a number of things. Joint Terrorism Task Force, this is obviously the District of Columbia. So we're talking about the federal government being involved, also the DC local law enforcement and beyond. The FBI has been mentioned here. Can you just describe a little bit of the coordination that would be taking place behind the scenes now to conduct this investigation, and who would have ultimate authority?
So that's a great question. In the immediate sense, what we saw is the Secret Service is the lead agency in protecting this event. This is their event, and you can see how quickly they acted. Once this person's in custody, all of that changes over. The Secret Service will review the incident, but now the FBI becomes...
Bro, we not falling for that. Nobody got shot. Nobody, right? Nobody. Nah, bro, this ain't the one. This ain't the one, my nigga.
Now, lead, because
y'all already got a nigga in jail saying that his bullets don't match the Charlie Kirk shit. So what the hell is going on all of a sudden now? Man,
the crime here is an attempted assault on the President of the United States, possibly, but in the most immediate sense, an assault on federal officers.
Thank you, bro. Why they didn't unalive him, bro? Why they didn't unalive him, bro? Why they didn't unalive him, bro? Come on, dog. Y'all shot everybody else. Y'all shot everybody else, dog. Why y'all didn't unalive him, bro? Like, what? We ain't buying into it, y'all.
That's Title 18, 111, and the 924C that the U.S. Attorney mentioned. That statute is using a gun in a violent crime in violation of other federal laws. So those are the immediate charges. The FBI's ERT, Evidence Response Team, will come and process that entire scene and his hotel room. Right now, they are searching the area to determine, did he rent, buy, or bring a vehicle there? They're looking for that car. Search warrants are being obtained for his home in California. All of those wheels are turning with the FBI's LA office, with the FBI's Washington field office. And As you guys already pointed, who's in the room? In the ballroom is the director of the FBI, Kash Patel. So he is just outside or just inside the scene of the shooting that's occurring on the other side of that wall. The other person who was there will be in charge of this actual investigation. And we just saw at that press conference. So the investigation started before the smoke cleared.
Yeah. And many of the people conducting the investigation could very well be witnesses as well. One bit of other information, the interim police chief of D.C. basically said that they believe the suspect did fire a shot. That is based on preliminary information. John, stand by. I want to go to Paula Reed, who has been to a room of that size. And, you know, obviously given the fact that the shooter was able to...
Do y'all realize that these people go through a thorough background check just to go to these dinners and shit? Y'all do realize that right now? This is what I love about it. Because you can't single nobody out that's coming for your ass. You can't single, oh, he's a felon. They're dangerous criminals. No, they're people that look just like you. Yeah.
To that lower level.
No.
Even and the Secret Service did their job when they encountered him, and they were able to stop him and detain him.
Bro, we talking about, y'all, on a serious note, dog. You know, good Mr. Goodfellow. We're talking about we living in the times where teachers, we talking about people who teach our kids to be loyal citizens in the community who have a big part of it, are becoming mass shooters or president assassinators. Is that the word? Like a teacher, dog. This is the times we living in now, right? Is that bad? Come on now, dog.
Shouldn't even have come to that. He shouldn't have been anywhere in that vicinity to begin with.
Look, they bad.
And so from my vantage point, you know, that's something that needs to be addressed. I mean, I hold public events all the time, town hall meetings. We have photo ID. You have to be a resident of the district. We have security, law enforcement, screening everybody before you even get in the building. And that's, I think that is something that, you know, moving forward, they're going to have to adjust how they handle that.
I'll tell you, what else can you do, Mr. Goodfellow, the kickback queen? What else can you do to go to these dinners? You ran a background check on me. I don't have no criminal history. What you want to do for me to go to the dinner? You want to search my house before I get to go or something? Bitch, please quit crying, ho. He made that bed, nigga, and he has to lay in it. That motherfucker don't feel too good. Quit crying. Ain't no whining now. No. This is what y'all built. Now y'all got to be the ones to tear that shit down.
The third, you know, known public attempt, you know, within the vicinity of the president. And I will tell you, I was on Air Force One with him yesterday and spoke to him. He was excited. He was looking forward to delivering remarks. I thought, you know, obviously his press conference last night, he wants to do it.
And I hate, this gonna sound racist as fuck for me to say this. I hate that a mixed guy that's probably mixed with black and Caucasian is the one to do this shit, dog. Let them do this shit, bro. They always talking about, y'all stupid, y'all blacks are stupid, y'all always killing each other and fighting each other. Well, it's y'all turn now. Bro, don't get in that shit. Let them deal with this shit like Brother Farrakhan said. Black people. And not just black people. Regular people with inquiring, with good insights and a good mind and hearts. Let them deal with this shit, dog. Let them deal with this shit. Salute, Waco.
And I'm sure it'll get
shout out to Central Texas, man. Let them deal with this, bro.
Is something where
don't get mad. Don't get in no marches. Don't do no marching. Don't do nothing. Because when they say we march, we stupid. Hey, when they was marching about them ICE agents and shit, they was like, why are the blacks not helping us? Why they, bitch, when they had the knee, when them police had that knee on that man's neck, nigga, that man was crying for his mama. Where was y'all at? Y'all was saying we was stupid and dumb. We stupid and dumb. They need to just follow the rules. Hey, it seemed like this is what we saying about y'all now. Y'all need to just follow the rules. Just follow the rules and do what they say.
Especially for someone who has faced many different assassination attempts already.
Nowhere to be found, dog. Also, he did lick a shot. So he did lick a shot. He did lick a shot, huh? I ain't seen it yet, dog, you know. And I was up, too.
Parties to say enough with the politics. It's time to put the bill on the floor to fully fund the Department of Homeland Security, inclusive of the Secret Service and ICE and CBP.
Go flag me,
It's
nigga.
time for everybody to tell
I'm
their
gonna tell you something, nigga. I'm gonna say what's right and true. Gas prices too high. War is for nothing. You sending your kids over there that's outnumbered against our man to fight. That's why it's so much peace talk right now. Hey, I'm finna spit you some facts since y'all always number gouge. Hey, don't you know that Iran has 5 million soldiers ready to fight us? It has 600,000 frontline. They best soldiers. 5 million backed up. We only got 1.5 million total soldiers. So that means your son, your daughter, your mother, your grandpa, your uncle, they gonna be fighting 4-1. Hey, yeah, they gonna be fighting 4-1 because your president want to go over there and fight. This a cancer? No, y'all are the cancer. And you know, cancers take themselves out. You get what I'm saying? Nobody unalives a cancer. It takes itself out. It takes the person out. So y'all the cancers, bro.
Teams in both parties were done. Okay.
You can't come to
And
me.
good morning. Thank you
unless
for
you
joining
talking
us. I'm
about the
Victor
real
Blackwell. This is
talk when you
CNN's
come to
breaking
me
news
over here
coverage
saying
of the
about it.
shooting at the White House Correspondents Dinner. This shooting happened just after 8:30 last night as guests were still trickling into the event. Our cameras captured the moment that attendees heard the shots. This was on the red carpet you're about to see. Moment that attendees heard the shots. This was on the red carpet you're about to see, and they scattered.
Hey, that's the bad motherfucker you had out too.
Now, barely
Look,
15
she
seconds
got
later,
reverse. She got
security and law
luggage and
enforcement
everything.
immediately
Check out.
rushed to figure out where those shots were coming from.
Hey, you want to know what's the cancer? This is the cancer. Hey, you know what they say about us? We so ghetto. What I'm seeing right here, this is so fucking ghetto. This is the shit that happens in my neighborhoods and shit, in our hoods in the ghetto.
Now, the shooting happened in a different part of the building from the dinner, but moments after, the Secret Service then rushed President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance from the stage. The president later posted this surveillance video on social media of security reacting, and he praised how quickly they acted.
Everyone owes a tremendous debt of gratitude to the courage of law enforcement, the law enforcement, and working with the D.C. police. And I just spoke with the mayor.
Hey, bro, this is the
and when we're
first
finished,
time I never seen this nigga. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Trump got bad luck. Salute, Rodney. Hey, cause I'm gonna tell y'all something that he not wearing tonight on this shooting. What is he doesn't have on today? On the day he got shot, y'all. He always wears this every day, y'all. He don't got on that goddamn red tie, dog. He has a bow tie on, boy. He doesn't have on that red tie and that blue suit, y'all. Trump, you better go get that red tie and that blue suit, fool, because that shit right there is bad luck on you, fool. They trying to get your ass, boy.
The police chief is going to take over and discuss it also from their viewpoint. But they also performed exactly as they were supposed to. And you see the attacker in different positions, but you also see the attacker totally subdued and under control. So as you know, this is not the first time in the past couple of years that our republic has been attacked by a would-be assassin who sought to kill. in Butler, Pennsylvania, less than 2 years ago. You all know that story. And in Palm Beach, Florida, a few months after that, we came close. We really had, again, we had some great work done by law enforcement. But in light of this evening's events, I ask that all Americans recommit with their hearts and resolving our difference peacefully. We have to
Midterms.
resolve our differences. I will say, you had Republicans, Democrats.
I'm praying that you pass that and reach your endeavors of life where you're trying to get to and provide for your family, man.
Independents, conservatives, liberals, and progressives. Those words are interchangeable, perhaps, but maybe they're not. But yet everybody in that room, big crowd, record-setting crowd. There was a record-setting group of people. And there was a tremendous amount of love and coming together. I watched and
this nigga just got trying to get assassinated and they wrote a speech that fast. They wrote a speech for this nigga that fast, dog. Trump, you couldn't say it from your heart? Nigga, your life was on the line. I would have thought you want to freestyle this from your heart for America, nigga. They had to write it down for you. Crazy work, dog.
I was very, very impressed.
And FBI Director Kash Patel is urging anyone with information to come forward. We have just learned that the only person injured in this shooting, a Secret Service officer, is already out of the hospital. The suspect is Cole Thomas Allen, 31 years old. He's from a suburb of Los Angeles.
Hey, man, black people don't name their kids Cole either, nigga. The only nigga we know named Cole was the nigga on Martin. Pam and Gina, wasn't his name Cole? Nigga, black folks don't name their sons Cole.
And he's in custody. The U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, Janine Pirro, says that he'll be charged with firearm use and assault on a federal officer with a dangerous weapon. He's expected to be arraigned tomorrow. FBI agents were at a home in Torrance linked to Allen into the early morning investigating. Let's bring in now CNN's Julia Benbrook. She's joining us from D.C. You were in the room when this happened. What can you tell us?
Yeah, and it's jarring to see all those different angles that you played out, people on the red carpet, people in the room, just how everyone experienced this. I walked through that area maybe about 20 minutes before all of this happened and had gotten seated, was coming from my shift at the White House, but got seated, was talking with our group there. And when this happened, there was just a lot of confusion. Everyone shouting at each other to get down, get safe and stay down. But panic in this room, of course, is the President of the United States, the Vice President of the United States, the First Lady. They're all there on that stage. And then you have so many cabinet members, prominent members of the administration, and journalists, as well as their guests there as well. So a moment of panic. Everybody kind of has this moment of relief.
Not even smoking self, dog. Right, dog. Normally they smoke they self, dog. Listen, the 6th Street mass shooter didn't get off 6th Street alive. He knew it. I knew it. People who go to 6th Street in Austin knew that. If you pull a firearm out on that lane, bro, the police station is the next street over. Dog, it is cops on horses, bikes, and walking down there. Probably like 200. Nigga, just around that, because there's so many people, it's thousands of people down there. So when he hopped out with that big ass gun, you thinking he gonna get arrested? It's not happening.
When they are able to get off the ground and still trying to figure out what's going on. We were told that the show would likely go on in some capacity. You then see this post from Trump himself saying that he wants the show to go on, but that he's going to follow safety and security protocols. Not long after that, though, there was another post.
That nigga Trump is a gangster, dog. He a gangster, dog. He don't boss shit, though. I would just say that, bro, that nigga allegedly got popped in the neck, bro. And the next night, nigga, he walked up the aisle, nigga, the next night, nigga, with a patch on his neck like Tupac, nigga. That nigga is gangster as hell, dog. Like,
from him, where he said, law enforcement has requested that we leave the premises.
In the ghetto, this shit, Trump must gotta be from the ghetto some type of way, because He ain't. It's hard to scare that nigga, dog. He gonna keep talking shit too.
Consistent with protocol, which we will do
Bro, that
immediately.
nigga came
He
back
then
the
went back
next night
to
like a
the White
warrior,
House, and
nigga.
that is where he spoke with press and was able to give some more details. But he honed in on that again, saying that he really wanted to stay that night to prove a point, essentially, and that like he fought like hell to do that. Let's play some of those remarks.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, dog, and this is not me trying to dig on Trump. This is not me, nothing, bro. I don't like no politics, bro. I don't have no favorites. I'm not with the other side. You know, normally people be against the other side before the other. I'm not even none of that. Dog, they say Trump is sick right now, dog. They say he has an illness that we don't know about because he has them people to sign something that if they tell about it, nigga, they gonna get sued and get fired. I don't think Trump he gonna survive the disease, dog. He's 80 something years old, bro. Y'all gotta realize this. The first thing we said about Joe Biden, that nigga too old to be the president. What's the difference between Trump? Because he gave us some money? Bro, old people get air. I believe that Trump has like Alzheimer's or something, bro. Don't y'all realize he don't write nothing? The only thing he read is speeches, bro. So like when he's signing those bills and shit, bro, he don't read that shit. He don't read it, bro. And I don't care what y'all say. It's something wrong with that. You can't be a president, bro. You are a business mogul, bro. Of stocks and all types of shit, bro. You have to read. You know, you have to read. You have to read, man. Like, I don't care what you say. How can you be the president and not reading these bills? They could slide something in that you didn't read, Trump. It's just like a contract.
But again, the response time was really incredible. And we're going to reschedule. We're going to do it again. We're not going to let anybody take over our society. We're not going to cancel things out because we can't do that. We wanted to stay tonight. I will tell you, I fought like hell to stay. But it was protocol. They said, please, sir, because they didn't know there was a lot of action going on, and they didn't know could there be probably a lone shooter, but we'll find out. We'll find out very quickly. They have it very well under control. So I want to thank everybody.
Bro, they are coming for him, bro. When regular people are willing to risk their freedom, I'm talking about regular motherfuckers that don't have no street entities, no gangster entities, no felonies, college educated. Dog, when they risking all that shit on the line for this shit, dog, something ain't right about what's going on right now, people. We got regular people, bro. Not no gangsters, dog. Regular people, bro, coming after this man, dog. Coming after his protege. You see how they went after Charlie Kirk? Y'all think this shit is a game? A lot of people think that Charlie Kirk was our next president. Like, a lot of people think that Charlie Kirk was gonna be our next president, y'all. That's what a lot of people were saying. What happened to him?
Thank you very much.
And we've started to learn some more details about the suspect, but there are still a lot of questions about motive. We know that he had multiple weapons on him when he did try to get through that security area. There were already a lot of eyes on this dinner. This was going to be Trump's first time to speak at the White House.
Man, it's just like the mass shooting in my hometown, Austin, Texas, on 6th Street. The guy, he looked like me and you, Mr. Goodfella. He was black like me and you. Man, that nigga was not like me and you, bro. That was an African from over there that way. When they took his clothes off of him, he had an Iranian flag wrapped around him. But he looked at black as hell. Again, he looked at black as hell. This is the day after the war started. The day after Trump sent all them jets and shit over there, this is when they had the mass shooting in my city. Y'all gunned the man down. He looks black, like a big black guy. Y'all strip his clothes off of him. Under his hoodie, he has an Iranian flag. Come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga.
Correspondents Association dinner since he was a sitting president, I should say. He'd in as a guest and attended, but this was going to be the first time that he spoke. And a lot of crucial topics were top of mind as well. When Trump said that he might still come out, he did acknowledge that the tone was going to shift a lot. This is normally a time where,
bro, y'all don't understand how just y'all trying to go visit this man and see, you know, take your girl on a date to see Trump in this event or whatever, this lunch event, you are putting your life in jeopardy, dog. I know you could be a fan. I'm gonna tell you something. If I was a fan of NBA YoungBoy and I'm risking myself getting shot going to the concert, I'm not going. I don't care how much I like NBA YoungBoy music. Nigga, I'm not going. But y'all continue on. Y'all think y'all safe. Man, it's some shit going on, man. And y'all just don't get it.
People kind of poke fun at the president pokes fun at the press, and there were questions about how that was going to play out. He was making that clear that that tone was likely going to shift. Again, he said that he thinks it is important that it be rescheduled and that he'll be working with representatives to do that within 30 days.
We're glad everyone who was in that room is safe. Julia Benbrook, thanks so much. We'll get back to you later this morning. CNN's Wolf Blitzer was just steps away outside the ballroom at the Washington Hilton when he saw that suspected gunman firing shots a few feet away. Here's what he described.
It was just a coincidence. I was inside with, 1,000, more than maybe 2,000 other people, a lot of journalists, a lot of Washington leaders, a lot of members of Congress, and of course the president and the top members of his cabinet were all there. And after the first chorus, I got up from our table, our CNN table, which is near the front, and walked out the back door. I was going to go to the men's room, which you had to go up one level upstairs and go to the men's room. And I went to the men's room. As I was walking out of the men's room to go down the stairs to go back to the ballroom, all of a sudden I hear gunshots going off. And I knew they were gunshots. I covered wars and I heard the gunshots. And all of a sudden, the next thing I knew, I see the gunman maybe 3 or 4 feet away shooting. And it looked like he was just firing randomly at the top, firing bullets, and he had a big gun. I don't know what kind of gun it was, but it was a big gun. And within a few seconds, all of a sudden, the police officer.
Bro, to me, bro, a lot of them need to be investigated, dog. Them niggas need to be on the RICO, fool, because they doing this shit. It's the Democrats doing it to the Republicans. The Republicans doing it to the Democrats, bro. They doing some illegal shit. They got some illegal shit going on with this shit, dog. Instead of running him up out of office, they trying to take this man down, dog. Well, you can't run him nowhere because he's a billionaire. He ain't going nowhere. Like, nigga, he don't got to. Yeah, but and you're definitely right, Will Blitz. Hey, this is why Trump is mad at a lot of these bloggers, bro. They saying that they giving out too much information. My nigga, how did we get the information?
He comes running up to me and pushes me down to protect me. Because he didn't know who this guy was shooting at. And here I was standing there not very far away, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 feet or whatever. And I'm down on the ground. He throws me down on the ground. He lies on top
get his ass, dog.
and then the next thing I knew,
he got too much money to move him out the way, bro. They too scared. He got money is power in America. How did Trump get his money and power? Through the corporate world. That's how he got it, through the stocks and bonds and different shit that he put his money in, the corporate world. Most of these people who are in the Senate or have educations which could get them jobs in the corporate field, not just the government. So if you tell Trump no, he has enough money, nigga, to block you out where you won't never have a job again in the Senate or in any Fortune 500 company unless it's your motherfucking own. He has that much money, bro. Pay people $50,000 to not hire you, boo. Yes, he can do that. So that's why they so quiet when it comes to him, dog. They're not going to tell him nothing. They're going to just secretly try to take that nigga down.
I didn't know exactly what happened, but I assumed it was over by then.
Be a clown, dog.
The cop then picked me up and takes me and a few others who were nearby into that men's room, which is a few feet away.
That's really the bottom comment. How is he still breathing? How was he still walking? At least you could be, because normally when they shoot the niggas, they still handcuff him. But how was he still walking? Like that's the
Here and be safe.
that's the big answer.
And they were clearly worried that maybe there were other, gunmen there who could do something.
Exactly.
And they wanted to protect us. Just the observers.
Like that's what I'm saying, dog. A teacher, bro. Teachers are people that make the community better, bro. I thought. They are people that make the community better. Teach our kids how to be better, be smarter and wiser. You know what I'm saying? But they turn into assassins?
Walking around coincidentally. It was very, very scary. But thank God I'm okay. Thank God for the police officers who really took care of me and protected me and made sure I'd be okay. And I'm grateful to them for what they did. At the time when they threw me to the ground and lied on top of me, I didn't know what they were doing. And one of my shoes came off. And it took me a while to find that shoe later, but that doesn't matter. Fortunately, I'm okay, and I'm home, and I can absorb it. And it was just a very, very scary situation. Very scary.
Yeah, no question. I'm glad you're home safe with Lynn. Did you, and listen, in those moments, split seconds, was it clear to you that the officers fired back at the gunman?
No. It was when I was there, the only thing I heard was the shots coming from the gunman. And it looked like he was just randomly pulling the trigger and shooting. And I didn't know if he was shooting at a specific target or shooting at me. I had no idea. So even before the police officers threw me to the ground, I was ready to just lie down and make sure the bullets, if they were straight bullets, would hit me. But before I could just jump to the ground and lie down, the police officer jumped on top of me and pushed me to the ground. And he was lying on top of me. If there were straight bullets, he would have gotten shot, not me. So I was just grateful to him, potentially for saving my life. I think that it was just bullets were flying. I don't know how many times he shot.
How many times did he shot? How many times? Do anybody in the chat know how many times that he shot? How many shots did he get off? I don't know, dog. I ain't into counting this shit. But how many shots did he get off? Y'all, if anybody know. Trying to cover his involvement, my nigga. Yes, man. Listen, dog, this is to cover up the Epstein files. Every time, dog, I got the paperwork over here, bro. I've been only able to run a live about the Epstein files 2 times, bro. It's 300 and some pages, bro. Bro, every time I get to it, something happened. The last time I got to it, the war happened. Here we go. With the war, it's kind of winding down, I guess you would say, and this happened. Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, it's going to keep happening. As long as we can't touch them, we ain't going to never get to touch them files, bro.
Half a dozen boom, 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 big gun, very loud gunshots.
Who is a convicted fan?
Well, I'm thinking, Wolf, all the wars you've covered, war zones you've been in, and here you are at home in a hotel well, where maybe you come closer to gunfire.
If I don't got no home, if I don't agree, if I have friends that did that type of things and I don't agree with it, why the fuck would I agree with the president doing it, dog? It's called morals and values, fool. You can't be that fanned out. You just can't, bro. You can't be that fanned out, dog. He not that much for good of a person to do something to kids, dog.
Higher than you have, right? I mean,
I was 3 feet away from this guy when he was shooting. And I've covered, wars in the Middle East and elsewhere, and I've seen the gunshots, but I was so much closer to a gunman.
He said he was 3 feet away from him.
And he was just shooting. I don't know if he was targeting something or what his goal was. And I didn't know if he was alone, if there were others with him, but it was just a very, very scary situation.
Well, my friend, I'm glad you're safe.
I will just point out, I had probably been over my years at CNN 30 of these White House Correspondents Association dinners. And this one, the security going in, and I think you agree, was really intense. You couldn't get a car near there. You had to park or have it dropped off if you had a driver bringing you. 3 or 4 blocks away and walk there. It was very, very secure, very intense on the security, which raised, even as I was walking in, I said to myself, I've been to these dinners many times, even when there were presidents there. I haven't seen security like this. I was wondering, is there some indication that something could happen? That's why they're doing all this advanced security. I have no idea if they had any knowledge that there was something going on, but I'm sure they suspected it. Given all the publicity that was around it, the fact that the president was going to be there.
Files, and every time I get to reading, I gotta jump back out of it and jump back on something else that's politics that's going crazy, whether it be with ICE or some type of shit that's just crazy. It was the essays. Man, it was out. It's out, bro. Do y'all realize this is so much going on at this one point? Dog, they still warring over the border in Mexico right now. They ain't talking about that. They fighting over the border. What are y'all fighting for? I thought they put a wall up. What y'all fight? What border are y'all fighting for? We talking about cartels. We're not talking about the government against our government. We talking about the 2 cartels in Mexico fighting for the border. What are y'all fighting for the border for? Because y'all made deals with these countries, bro. Trump told them if they send some of the I think 100 and some of the narcos over here, some of their traffickers over here that Mexico sent 120 of their traffickers over there. They was gonna make some type of deal for them or something. And really, what it is, I think, is turn the eye. We're gonna turn our eye on what y'all doing. That's basically what it was, bro. You know.
And the fact that there would be hundreds of journalists
away.
So it was just a scary situation.
No question. Well, my friend, I'm glad you're safe. Thank you for sharing your eyewitness account.
Yeah, it was a scary eyewitness situation, but I'm glad it's over.
Tomorrow, the man suspected of firing shots at the White House Correspondents Dinner is scheduled to be arraigned. Investigators say that Cole Thomas Allen, 31 years old, he was a guest at the Washington Hilton leading up to the shooting. A Secret Service agent was shot, but is already out of the hospital. And police say Allen opened fire just after 8:30 last night. President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, they were quickly rushed off the stage moments later. There were a lot of people in the room, though, who did not.
It didn't look like the stage, like the way they were rushing in there looked it fast. But the stage part looked it too slow to me. Now it's like, damn, I could have emptied a clip, nigga. Like, before y'all got to Trump. He said, my Mexican homeboy ain't did nothing to nobody. Hell no, they didn't. Shout out to my man. Shout out to the Vatos, man. Run y'all shit over there. Don't let America run shit. Nigga, don't let them run shit. Don't let them get into y'all beefs, bro. For real.
Realize what?
Hey, they told their president, nigga, you better not dare ask the motherfucking Americans for help. You better not. Or your ass gonna be on the chopping block. He never asked. He told him, don't come over here.
What was happening as they took cover under those tables? President Trump later spoke, and he said when he first heard the noise, he thought it was maybe a dinner tray falling. And later, he praised law enforcement for their quick action.
As you mentioned, it all happened so quickly. And I wonder, especially because
Trump looked like,
unfortunately you have experience.
Being honest, y'all, do he look like he spooked, bro? Trump looked like he had a good ass blunt. And he not tripping off the shit. Trump looked like he smoked him a good old backwood. And he not even tripping off the shit. He's like, bitch, when is this shit gonna be over so I can go home and drink my milk and cookies?
Right. In that moment, when you realized there was a threat and service agents were telling us to get down, can you describe what was going through your mind, how you were feeling in that moment?
That's a very good question. Actually, it's always shocking when something like this.
I realized that 85% of the essays that they deported were nonviolent. They didn't even have a criminal history. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is the ICE shit was all put together because he said there was some violent criminals over here. They're eating the dogs. Remember, they're eating the dogs? All that shit. But 85% of the people just didn't have their paperwork together. They wasn't violent at all. That's racist. That's being racist, bro. That's being racist, dog. So shout out to my essays, man. Dog, y'all minorities just like we is, bro.
Happened to me a little bit, and that never changes. The fact we were sitting right next to each other,
Y'all know I
First
be on
Lady,
my
am I
shit
right?
over here when it comes to
And
shit.
I heard a noise
With no
and
bullshit
sort
in
of
the
thought it
bed.
was a tray. I thought it was a tray going down. I've heard that many times, and it was pretty loud noise. And it was from quite far away. He hadn't breached the area at all. They really got him. But so it was quite far away, but it was a gun. And some people.
Man, I knew this nigga, man. Listen. This nigga came over here for a reason, man. God sent you over here to sell Bang Hustle TV because, bro, it's all facts what you said. Them niggas left they wives. Hey, them niggas left they bitches.
Really understood that pretty quickly. Other people didn't. I was watching to see what was happening. Probably.
Bro, from the video I saw a woman covering up. A woman in the gown covering them up. Like trying to shield.
Should have got down even faster. Melania was very cognizant, I think, of what happened. I think she knew immediately what happened. She was saying, "That's a bad noise," and we were whisked away along with other people, but we were really whisked away. And again, the performance of the Secret Service and the police, all of the law enforcement, I thought was really good. So it was very quick. There wasn't a lot of time to be thinking because it was a matter of seconds before we were out the door and gone into an area. We very much, and you wanted to too, we very much wanted to continue it because I don't like to let these sick people, these thugs, these horrible, horrible people change the fabric of our lives, change the course of what we do. So we hold help.
Hey, the bitch is not scared of shit, dog. I will say that. His funky ass is not no scary.
You were there. We held out right till the end, but they didn't want to take a chance, and I understand it was protocol. But we're going to be doing one hopefully within the next 30 days or sooner, and I am ready, willing, and able. And I was all set to
Nigga say I'm coming back, nigga.
really rip it. And I said to my people, this would be the most inappropriate speech ever made if I said it. So I'll have to save it. I don't know if I could ever be as rough as I was going to be tonight. I think I'm going to be probably very nice. I'll be very boring the next time, but we're going to have a great event. And you did a fantastic job. Thank you very much. Peter, go ahead.
Thank you, President Trump. There's a report in the New York Post that this assailant assembled his weapon somewhere on site at the hotel. What do you think about that? And I ask respectfully, why do you think?
Hold on, y'all. I'm thinking about something right now, y'all. So it wasn't no metal detectors? It wasn't no metal detectors, I guess, because they're white, right? And white people don't do shit like this, right? So you telling me a nigga, he had to have some type of bag or something. They say he put together the weaponry there. We don't know if this is true because I didn't hear the answer.
This keeps happening to you.
Well, I've studied assassinations.
I think last night at some type of ball dinner that they had, some type of ballroom dinner that they had with 1,000 people there.
And I must tell you, the most impactful people, the people that do the most, you take a look at the people, Abraham Lincoln, I mean, you go through the people that have gone through this where they got them. But the people that do the most, the people that make the biggest impact, they're the ones that they go after. They don't go after the ones that don't do much because they like it that way. And when you look at the people that have either, whether it was an attempt.
Realize what you doing to them countries, dog. You tear down these people, countries in Iran right now, but you got all these Iranian people over here owning all the stores. So if they just wanted to mysteriously just get on some kamikaze shit and just get crazy, they already over here, fool. Stop thinking that they got to come from over there. They're already here. They in every fucking corner store around here. Like, they're already here, fool. Like, stop thinking they gotta come over here. They're already here. They own half the fucking stores on the east side, nigga. Like, come
or
on,
a
man.
successful attempt. And they're very impactful people. Just take a look at the names
It
here,
keeps happening.
the big names.
It's happening.
And I hate to say I'm honored by
These
that,
are
but
the reporters,
I've done a
man.
lot. We've done a lot. We've taken this country, and we were a laughing stock for years, and now we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. We've changed this country, and there are a lot of people that are not happy about that. So I think that's the answer, Peter.
And Dr. Butler, you're
He look like he tired of y'all right now. Trump look like he needs a nap, man. He looking like he want to go home, roll him up a nice joint, and with some Oreos and some milk, with some warm. He look like he drink his milk a little bit warm, a little bit.
team for a while rethought outdoor events.
Yeah.
Do you think that you now need to rethink indoor?
No, well, but then you just don't do events. No, I can't do that. I have to. It is what it is. We have to do it. The room was very, very secure.
Why is his head always leaning to the right? Y'all notice that? Is it me, or does it look like his head is always leaning to the right, dog?
He charged from 50 yards away, so he was very far away from the room.
And what do you think when you saw the video of how fast he was running?
He was moving. He was really moving. And the reaction time was great. Boy, those guys, they had their guns drawn literally by the time he was there. They were shooting.
That's right.
I thought they were very impressive. And if I didn't, I'd let you know. I'm not going to be, I would not stand for that. No, I thought they were very impressive.
Thank you, President Trump, and thank you for updating us on the suspect earlier. Were you aware of any threats? Was your team aware of any threats beforehand? And do you believe you were the target of this tonight?
I guess.
And I just think that, dog, I think that's being racist, dog. I think the way that bro, you are going into restaurants, taking them out of restaurants for not having their paper. This was supposed to be for violent criminals. If they in a restaurant, they own this bitch. Bro, I think you're going after the wrong people, my nigga Trump. I just think you're going after the wrong people, guy. Y'all raiding restaurants where these motherfuckers working. Working! I thought they were criminals, though. Violent criminals. Working, though. You got the wrong ones. You went after the wrong ones, buddy. You went after the wrong ones. That's a form of racist, dog.
I mean, these people they're crazy. They're crazy, and you never know. It was very far away from me.
I feel like you could have struck some type of deal with them people that wasn't violent to get their shit right. I mean, I get it, bro. I'm agreeing. You don't have your shit right, you don't need to be over here. But if a motherfucker has a striving business, meaning that them tax money is going to somebody, bro, I think I need to keep them a part of this American that we got trying to make it stronger and build. Wouldn't you think so? Take them out. They got a whole business, bro. They ain't even part of no cartel or nothing. They just making tacos. Come on, man. Like, them the wrong ones, bro.
Yeah, we had resources all over. We had resources sitting at tables, literally in disguise, sitting maybe at your table. Who knows? But we had people all over the room, so he had a long way to go. That was really a first line of defense, and they got him.
Here that's fucking up.
And they really, they acted incredible.
It was said that a motherfucker came over here from another country and had 12 felonies, bro, and was out on 6 bonds. Bro, I don't even know. Dog, I have an extensive criminal history, and I'm not ashamed of it. No weirdo shit. I don't even know nobody with 12 felonies, bro. That's out free. Maybe a nigga in jail. Yeah, man, I'm in the pen because I got 12 felonies. Bro, I don't know a nigga that's free with 12 felonies, bro. If you came over here to catch 12 felonies, you need to send your ass back, my nigga. I'm just keeping it funky, dog. They bring you over here for opportunities, bro. Not for you to catch 12 felonies. Come on, dog. That shit don't make no sense. And what are we saying about the government and the system for letting them people catch 12 felonies? So it ain't just the felon. It's the judicial system, too. You know?
No, we've had no There was no notification. We had no idea. Go ahead,
Do you know any
Kevin.
political motivations from this?
Well, you never know. No, we'll be able to tell you that maybe by tomorrow or the next day.
We talking about, do y'all realize you know, this is a reaction, so you have to do YouTube guidelines. I have to start and stop the video and shit. I can't just play it all the way through and we watch it. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say.
He's in custody, and they're asking him a lot of questions. I guess they're going over, Todd, and they're already at his apartment. He lives in California.
Yes, sir.
And they're over there, so they'll be able to tell you. Thank you, Caitlin.
Did the suspect say anything, or was he wearing anything that would allege some type of motive here?
No, I mean, he was a guy who looked pretty evil when he was down. You know, they had him down. He was fighting hard. He was, in my opinion, a sick person.
Hey, you in Baltimore, in Texas, bro? Hey, in Texas, bro, we have the most prisons in the nation. We have the most penitentiaries in the USA, in Texas. The most. Prison is one of Texas' resources. So they definitely gonna hide you. You ain't gonna get a chance to do all that shit down here. Yeah, and be free. I remember back in the days when niggas used to catch M1s. We know what an M1 is. We can't say the early word over here. They used to catch early cases, and they would never see daylight. In this era, motherfuckers catch M1s and be out on bond on the mountain, commit more crimes. So obviously the bond wasn't high enough. You get what I'm saying? It used to be, boy, niggas catch an M1, you wouldn't even see the daylight. You ain't getting out on no bond. None of that shit. Now, times is different, bro. They let a lot of shit slip that they didn't used to let slip. I'm 45, dog. When I was committing my crimes, bro, shit was hectic.
Do that, but it's sick.
They were giving linebackers. You go rob somebody old or something, bro, they gonna give you a linebacker number 54 or something down here. Now, they'll give them niggas like 7, 8 years and them niggas will be back.
Person. But I think you're going to find everything about him. No reason to talk about it now. But tomorrow at this time, long before this time, you're going to know a lot of things about him. They seem to think he was a lone wolf, and I feel that too.
Are you concerned about U.S. Secret Service protection ability? We saw several of the detainees take minutes to be escorted out of the room.
No, they acted very quickly, and I was very impressed by Secret Service. I mean, I'm the one, and Mark Wayne, you would agree with that, I think.
That's why when y'all was voting, like when they voted for Bush, see, that's why you got to learn the background check of the people y'all be voting for, because y'all voted for Bush, but y'all didn't know that Bush had executed the most people in the world. He had executed the most prisoners in the world. So that should show you that he don't give a damn about no lives. You know, he don't care about lives.
I'm the one that would complain. You don't have to complain for me. I would be complaining. I'd be up here right now saying they didn't do their job. Oh, believe me, because, it's my life. And I want to live because I want to make this country great. That's why I want to live. But when you're impactful, they go after you. When you're not impactful, they leave you alone.
Last night, Vice President.
That's what you call the Trumpster. The Trumpster, man. The goddamn Trumpster. Man, that nigga don't bullshit, dog. I don't see fear in that nigga nowhere, bro. It's gonna be hard to scare that guy, dog. Like, he ain't scared. He ain't no scary nigga, fool. And even without the presidency, I was like, well, maybe they gonna try to get him after since he don't got the Secret Service after him. But let me remind y'all, this man is a billionaire. He gonna have something similar to the Secret Service when he ain't the president no more. Shit, it's gonna be something like Secret Service, cause my nigga, that nigga there, but that shit was fake, man. Them niggas is crisis actors, man. Them are crisis actors. Nobody got shot. Why he had to be black? Why the rest of them was white? And why his name had to be fucking Cole? Like, I would have believed the story if the nigga name wasn't Cole, bro. Black folks don't name their kids name Cole, dog. We don't name them Cole. If he would have said Antoine Jackson or something, I would have been like, okay. Well, Antoine was trying to get out there. But, nah. Mm-mm. I'm not buying that. Bro, that's their chance. They don't give a damn about no life. The Secret Service strives out taking you out for taking the president out. Bro, they get medals of honors and all types of shit. So you telling me nobody wouldn't have the ego to get that badge of honor to take that nigga down? Man, come on, my nigga. Come on, dog. We gotta do. Come on, y'all. Come on, my nigga. Come on, dog. I ain't buying that shit. Like they gonna have to come again with me. That's why I don't like no politics. I don't like none of that shit. None of it. Until I see a politician walk through my community, walking through the ghetto and see what these everyday mothers and everyday citizens are going through in this bitch, I'm not voting for him, bro. Miss Jasmine was the closest. Miss Jasmine, whatever her last name is, was the closest person I was gonna vote for, and she didn't even win by a landslide, bro. They make sure that, dog, she's a civil rights activist that's running for the Senate, bro. They gonna make sure to block you out. They gonna block her ass out like Matumbo. That's the people that needs to be in there to create good shit. Dog, don't y'all realize the government is stealing money and everything, dog? They stealing like a motherfucker. Miss Jasmine is the one putting all that shit on the floor. So they do not want her in there, bro. They don't. He said these Iranians are going to get it. I'm telling you, that's going to be the people to take him out. So I'm going to ask y'all a question. It's just 17 in y'all before I get out of here, bro. Okay, just say I'm an African. I'm from Africa. The United States presented me a chance to come to America and strive. I opened up a business. I'm striving. I'm doing good. I got my own store, everything open. America goes to war with my home country, Africa, where I have mothers, sisters, cousins, family members, friends. How do y'all think them Iran? Y'all think they just forget about the shit and be like, fuck them over there. We over here now. You think the Iranians say that? Y'all think they say, fuck that. They bombing our country where we from. We're over here in America now. We consider America citizens. They don't feel some type of way about what's going on with their country and their cousins and people over there. Y'all think that? Y'all really, really think that? Now, nigga, they got a problem with it just like any other person would. Just don't get too out of line with it, but it's too late. Y'all gave them ownership of shit over here. Y'all done gave they own every store we walk in. They talk about, hey, buddy. Every store, bro. They even own the stores with the big brand names on them. Y'all even let them partnership with y'all. Tiger Market, Exxon. Yeah. It's the Stormwart / Exxon. Yeah. Y'all make deals with these people. Y'all don't give us a chance to advance their shit. So if they wanted to just, backdoor the shit out of America and do some stupid kamikaze type of bullshit, who fault would it be? Remember, and one more thing. Remember, I was telling the numbers, y'all. I was explaining to y'all the numbers about the war and shit that Iran, the soldiers that they got. If you think that I'm lying, my nigga, look it up, bro. That's why Trump been doubling back, bro. We cold as hell in the air. We cold as hell on the water. They want us to fight them physically, bro. They wanted to squabble because we took out everything that they had. They can't even leave the country, fool. We blew up all their planes, fucked up their airport. Ain't no going and coming from that bitch. It's like you just there. So why would they want to make a deal with us? Like you told out their whole army, their military. Y'all bombing oil fields over there on accident. Why is a war going on and we're bombing resources instead of people enemies. Another catch 22 in the game. He said, you got some who might forget where they come from, but the majority of them gonna ride with the birth home, bro. I'm telling you, dog. It just makes sense, dog. And I feel some type of way, bro. But how do they feel, though? Are they on hush puppy? Do they talk about it amongst each others? Or do they just be quiet and don't say shit and just make their money? It's a thought, dog. I just be thinking about some crazy shit that go on over here, y'all. You really think that they don't feel nothing? Bro, I'm not even from Africa and I feel something when Trump was trying to go over there and take 80% of their gold. You sent them people in Africa a note. You didn't even have the balls to go tell them face to face. You sent them a note and told them, y'all owe y'all owe America a tax debt. We want 80% of y'all main resource. You want to know what that black president did over there? Told Trump, bitch, get your bitch ass out of here. And you know what he did? He went and protected that gold even harder. Protected their mountains where that gold was at. Even used regular Samaritans to protect it. Bro, guns, oil, and gold would have made this country the strongest as ever. He was just going around trying to debo these people, bro. I'm not down with that, dog. I don't agree with that. You're not going and touching on something that they make money out of. You going and touching these countries, poor countries, main resources. Without these resources, man, them countries are going to disintegrate. Just go take it away from them. I'm not down with that, dog. It's a lot of shit that's going on right now that they fucking up because of him, dog. Nobody wants to sit down at the table and make deals with him because they feel like if he tells him no, if you tell him Trump no, they're gonna come take over your country. That's a bad signal, dog. Stop thinking that them countries won't team up against us. Stop thinking that. I'm gonna tell you something. In Africa, they has two tribes that war against each other too. But I'm gonna tell you something about them black people. When it came to us going over there trying to take something, nigga, they guarded that motherfucker heavily. They wasn't fighting each other. Yeah, they was, but they was guarding that shit heavily, nigga. And what I fuck with the African, I'm not just saying this because I'm black. The African president has a gun on his hip. So while he's making all these wild decisions on people to fight, and you go fight here, you go fight here, he going to fight there too. Trump, go get you a heater, man. Then we won't have no problem with you making these dumbass decisions that you making. Go get you a gun. Go get you some camos. And we won't have a problem with you making these dumbass, bum-ass decisions that you make because you're fighting front line, sir. They take, he say, they take it to each other for sure. Tell you, dog. So, you know, my Spurs about to come on, y'all. It's about to be game time. I got to watch it. You know, I got to watch my Spurs, man. He said, man, it's been a hell of a live, dog. We did $3 grand right here just bullshitting around in the hour of power. This is what I call the hour of power, man. An hour of power with nothing but facts, dog. Ain't no racist over here. This shit is about rich and poor. It's about money is power. It ain't about no black and white, my nigga. Nigga, they taking out their own people, fool. It's their own people against each other. So this shit can't be about no black and white. And I'm seeing white people fighting against white people. White people trying to take out white people. Man, it's about money and power, man. Money is power. It's just what it is. But salute to y'all, man. I'm out of here, man. Then I gotta cook Sunday dinner too after this whole ass game. Salute to y'all, man. I'm gone, man.